What's up YouTube? I'm Dino Darko and today I'll be teaching you guys how to make your own videos super fast and easy using Sony Vegas Pro 13. The reason that I recommend Sony Vegas Pro 13 is due to its user-friendly interface compared to other softwares out there. Now you're seeing the interface of Sony Vegas Pro 13. This is the timeline of your video files and audio files. All your audio files and video files should be placed in order of your sequence on this timeline. This cursor will help you to navigate back and forth along the timeline. So by default, the resolution of the project is set at 1280 by 720. This will be the resolution of your final video output file. The preview resolution is set at 640 by 360. This will be the resolution of the video which will be appearing on the preview window over here. Sometimes you might want to bring down the preview quality to half of the project resolution, or maybe a quarter. Because depending on the speed of your computer, the preview window will start lagging once you start editing your video clip. So in order to change the resolution of the project, you need to go to this icon over here, which will open the project properties window. So I would like to go for a high resolution. So I will set this width to 1920 and the height to 1080 pixels. So the default frame rate is set at 29 frames per second, but I'm interested in a more film look. So I will go for 24 frames per second. So once everything is configured, you need to hit the apply button. You can clearly notice now that the resolution of the project is changed to 1920 by 1080 and 24 is the frame rate. So the next thing you need to do is import all your video and audio files to your project. So what you need to do is go to File, go to the Import section and select the Media option. Now you can navigate to your video and audio file directory and select all the videos and audio files that you want to import to your project. I have also provided links to the videos and audio file in the description of my video. So now I'm going to import these 4 video clips to my project, including the audio file. So all the video clips which are being imported to the project will appear on the Project Media tab. So now we are ready to start editing our video clip. So what you need to do is drag each clip in the order that you prefer. So now let's say that I want to make a 10 seconds long video clip, but all our video clips are exceeding 60 seconds. So what I can do is break these clips into pieces and make a 10 seconds long video clip. Now let's say I want to get rid of a certain portion of the first video clip on my timeline. So what I should do is select the clip, and then I need to drag the cursor to the point where I want this clip to split. And then what I need to do is press the S button. This will break the clip into 2 pieces. Now what I need to do is select the clip which I want to get rid of and hit the delete button. So now the clip which is originally created has been removed from the timeline. So now I can drag the clip which I have produced to the beginning of my timeline. We can do the similar operation for other clips as well. So initially our aim was to make a video clip which was 10 seconds long. So still it exceeds 15 seconds. So what I can do is just bring the cursor to my previous clip and hit the S button and get rid of the a certain portion of my first video clip and drag the second clip, and then maybe get rid of a certain portion of my second clip as well. And then I can drag my third clip, get rid of a certain portion, and then finally drag the final clip and split it exactly at the 10th second. So now we have made our video sequence. I need to get rid of the audio tracks of these video clips. So I'm going to just right click on the timeline of the audio tracks and delete them. And now what I'm going to do is drag the audio clip which I have imported. So we can similarly split the audio clip just like a video clip. I will bring the cursor somewhere up to this point and hit the S button. Then I will select the previous audio clip and drag the audio clip which is produced. And then at the 10th second, I'm going to split the audio track and I'm going to get rid of the rest of the audio clip. So initially I don't want this audio track to start at a high value. So what I can do is bring the cursor to the edge of the audio track. Then you can see how the icon changes and it gives you an option to fade in the audio track. So what I need to do is just press and drag along the audio timeline to make sure that the audio track will just start at a slow rate and increase to its highest value within, let's say, 2 seconds. And I'm going to do the similar. I'm going to give a fade out for the audio track as well. So let's say just for like 2 seconds or maybe 1 second. Alright, so now we have produced our video clip. So now we are ready to render our video and make our first film. So before you render your final video, you might want to see a preview of your project. So what you can do is hit the spacebar of your keyboard and this will start running the timeline. And also you can use the play button under the preview window to just see a preview of your project. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drag the cursor to the end of my video clip and then I'm gonna just hold and drag along the timeline to the beginning of my video clip, which will essentially highlight all these video files and the audio track. So now this is considered as the loop region of our timeline. So now what you need to do is go ahead and render your video to make the final output. So once you're ready to render your video clip, you can just go to File and go to Render As option. Here you can see a list of output formats available by default for you to render your video. So let's say I would like to make an MP4 file for my video clip. So what I should do is collapse the main concept AVC AAC section. So this would give you so many options for your MP4 file format, and I would basically go for Internet HD 1080p. And once you select it, you can just go ahead and hit the Customize Template button. And you can see that the frame size is set to 1920 by 1080 by default. We'll leave it like that, and this option allows you to adjust the frame size or the resolution of your video depending on the source file. But we are not going to take this option, and make sure to change the profile to high option. And I would also like to go for 24 frames per second for my final video. And I'm just going to untick the this option, which will adjust the frame rate depending on the frame rate of videos. So I don't want to do that. I want to make a clean video out of the scratch, which would just fit into 24 frames per second. And this is the bitrate of your final video. So if you keep increasing this value, the output of your video, the quality of your video would be really high, and also the file size will increase as well. So once everything is ready, you can simply go and hit the OK button. So if you hit the browse button, you can simply navigate to the folder or the directory which you want the final video to be saved. and you can also specify a title for your video. So let's say I'm going to name this clip as Darko, and I have to hit the save button. So now this will be the path of your final video, and this will be the name of your video file. So if you're ready with all your configurations, you can go ahead and hit the render button. So the rendering process is hardware resource intensive, and depending on the speed of your computer, this might take much time. So if you have a really good computer, you can actually reduce the rendering time.